and welcome to my channel. My name is Nikita Antoine, and today we will be doing a lunar reading to continue our exploration as the moon runs through all the signs. So previously we were in a gibbous moon that was presenting in the sign of Sagittarius, and that moon was really honing in that it was a sense of play that was going to allow the exploration to open up. And in that exploration, by passing back and forth information, kind of in a sense of brainstorming, all of us as a collective were really starting to open up an energy that was previously unknown to us. And the very interesting part about this is that we had the presence of an observer starting to come into that scene. And what that was really talking about was that there was someone, or perhaps even maybe us, that are, it's like some of us are playing in this observation role, and then the others are the ones that are passing back and forth these ideas. It's coming through as brainstorming. And the one who is the observer is, it seems to me that they are learning. It's like they're learning from watching other people brainstorm. They're a very they were presenting as the Queen of Swords, so a very highly intelligent person, and it was through their observations that they were able to essentially learn what those were doing that was being like produced. It's like doing something in a different way, thinking about something in a different way, was adding to the sense of brainstorming or an exploration. And as that was blossoming, someone else was looking and learning from their example. So let's see how this moon, so right now the moon is moving through Capricorn. And kind of what's interesting to note is that, you know, I watched the moon visually, and I went online today and I actually looked to see what sign the moon was in, and it showed it as being in Aquarius. And of course, as you know, as the title is going, this one is the gibbous moon in Capricorn. And so it's like there's a sense of feeling behind, I want to say. There's a sense of feeling like you might be behind. It's like even in that, the Magician is coming out. Even in that, even in the feeling, the sense of feeling like you're behind, there's, if there's a question of what you're witnessing or feeling behind, it's like trust that what you're seeing is actually true. Trust that what you're seeing is true. Because with Magician there, it's referring to that you being very connected to the experience that is manifested around you. And because you have manifested this experience around you, it's like you can trust that whatever it's showing you is true. And there's kind of like an alert that is coming in here for us during this Gibbous and Capricorn. It's like suddenly there's an alert. Some type of message that wants to come to us. Perhaps maybe even during that exploration. And it looks like it has something to do with the Emperor. Which is kind of talking about that it's like knowing that your abilities are, that you are able, is really what it's referring to. You know, especially because the magician can kind of look like it's like a young emperor, right? And so if it's presenting as the emperor, suddenly it's referring to that knowing our abilities to manifest the world around us, and then also knowing that when we do manifest, what we are seeing is actually what we're manifesting. So there's a sense of, it's kind of referring to, it's like trust your power. It's really what it's talking about. It's like trust your power and your ability to be able to see kind of like all the ingredients that go into your current manifestation. It took a little second to come out, but that's what that is. And that's what the behind, if you ever feel like you're behind, even if it takes a second for it to come out, with the Palomino here, you're going to realize that what you're seeing stands out from the rest. So you're standing out from the rest. And because of that, it's like there's something very special. There's something very special in that with the Sun Bear as well. Sun Bear talks about a total and complete illumination. Maybe even perhaps with that brainstorming idea, it's like your ideas are very different from the masses, right? And that's why it stands out against everyone else's. And it's like, trust that. All right, so, you know, it's like even with me and the moon, I physically observe the moon with my actual gaze. And just me by going and checking this like moon, like what exactly is the moon in, you know, with the coordinates and all of that stuff. It's like the information that I was seeing was presented differently than what I'm physically seeing. So, you know, there's a sense of like shock. All right, so let's see. I don't want to shuffle that. Okay. So at the bottom of the deck for this Gibbous moon in Capricorn, we are in the Gibbous moon in Capricorn. We have the Tower. There is some type of shocking, it's like a shocking revelation. Something that is very shocking to you is coming to light. And you know, in this Gibbous, as the energy increases, it, you know, the Gibbous moon talks about development. So, you know, things are starting to develop. The brainstorming that we were referring to in that Gibbous moon in Sagittarius is starting to bring to light a lot of things that perhaps are very shocking. And with this particular Tower card that's docked here, what it's referring to is that whatever was like out of sight, out of awareness, that stage of this development is finally over. This is like the Tower is complete. So it's actually coming through as that whatever the Tower was, it's already happened, it's already done, it's already over with. And now we're starting actually to move past that big shocking development or idea that was coming, that was being built up between, it was like being passed back and forth. So for the bridging energy, here we have the Ace of Pentacles. And what's interesting here is that, you know, as we as a collective, however it may be presenting to you, as we've come to a place where this realization has essentially blown us awake, we've, you know, it's already developed, it's over, it's done with, it's like it came in really fast. There's a there's an energy in the bridge that is stepping forward to carry us into the next space, and it's presenting as the Ace of Pentacles. And actually what I'm seeing here is, you know, when like people are it's showing up as like old school firefighters, and when there would be a very like a tall building on fire, the sorry, it's getting so dark. I mean, it is kind of on you know, point with the moon. So as like that building is on fire, right? There are the firefighters below that are in position to catch you as you fall from this tower, as you receive this revelation. There's an energy here that is, it's actually presenting as very solid. It's something that can be relied upon. It's something that is actually meant to come in. And well, with the firefighters and all of that information, it's coming through as like it's meant to rescue you from this fall. So whatever you've experienced, keep in mind that it's like all is going to go well, because you're going to be caught. You're going to be like saved. Actually, it's coming through as like a miraculous catching. And even with that, remember we were talking about passing back and forth the ball, it's even talking about that too. It's like there's that catching that is happening. So don't, it's like almost coming through with a sense of, don't worry about whatever that tower was. You're going to be caught. And let's see where, like, you know, once we get caught, where exactly are we going into? What is the overall energy for this Gibbous and Capricorn? And it's showing up as the Eight of Cups. You know, and even in all of our exploration, it's so cute. There's a little tree frog stuck on my window. Even in all of our exploration, and we have, you know, someone to kind of bounce things off of. Perhaps maybe it's even like the moon energy. We're bouncing off ideas of the moon, from the moon, you know, back and forth. And you know, it seems like it's like we're catching the signal that, it's actually like we're catching the signal that the moon is sending us, which would have been that tower, right? And what it's referring to is that after this tower, there's a moment where it's like taking a pause and coming to a realization that perhaps we might need to walk away. We might need to walk away from something, maybe perhaps this tower, and into whatever this Ace of Pentacles is. It's actually presenting as the moon up here. You see how this Ace of Pentacles is here and the moon being here? You know, this is actually a full moon. So perhaps wherever we need to be going, where we need to be moving forward to, will be presented at the full moon in Pisces. And that, the calendar, the lunar calendar, says that it's going to be on the 31st of August. But something here is kind of signaling to me that perhaps maybe that the timing might not be super accurate if you're looking at how the masses views timing. You might feel like it's a little late or you're behind. But really what it is that it's like the accurate timing. It's almost like the collective is moving a little bit faster than it should be. And so that's why there's a sense of waiting. You might know that you need to step away and move into this next phase, but there's a pause here. There's a sense of waiting. So it might not necessarily happen on the traditional date that they say the full moon is going to be. It could actually be coming maybe a day later. Okay, so enjoy this gibbous moon in Capricorn, and I will see you tomorrow or the next day perhaps with the gibbous moon as it transits the sign of Aquarius on its way into Pisces. All right, guys. It's so sad that you can't see my face, but I am actually here. It's dark though. See you guys.